It's easy for us to complain to God about all the things that go wrong in our lives. We just look at the world around us. All the wars, the killing, the racism, the hatred, the bigotry, the prejudice. And then we think about physical evil, about sickness, and about famine, and all the things that go wrong. And we had the gospel last Sunday about Jesus who reached out and he touched people and he healed them. And we say, Jesus, why don't you do that today? And I can imagine Jesus looking back at us and saying, wait a minute, what about the gifts and the talents that I've given you? What about your intelligence and all the ways you've discovered to use science and to use nature? Just think about the polio 50 years ago. It was such a tremendous scourge. In the United States, 60,000 people, mostly children, each year got it. Many people died. But a doctor named Jonas Salk discovered a serum to prevent polio, and it's finished in our country. It would be in other countries too if they allowed the vaccination. Think of the flu that's going around now. How many people are very sick? And we think that's a bad number. Here in Suffolk County, our county, 6,000 last week. But 100 years ago, between 1918 and 1921, between 50 and 100 million people died of the flu. And what stopped it? People discovered there were cures, there were vaccines to prevent it. And today, even though we still get the flu, it's not as bad as it was. It doesn't kill as many people. And if we get it, it's not as serious as it was in those days. So Jesus is telling us to use the gifts that we have. And even if we just think of this idea of healing, what's the situation in your life and mine that needs healing? How can I use, how can you use our intelligence, our ability to reach out, our ability to communicate, to touch some situation in our life where a situation is broken, where there's pain, where we've gotten some strained relationship with somebody, where there's somebody who's sick, who needs our visit, needs our kindness. Just think about all those things that we can do to do what Jesus gave us the power to do, to heal our world. Think about it.